to say
I hope you're right,
bunch,
John. I hope
yeah,
you're
a bunch
right.
of white
Yeah,
people coming on in and doing the same thing.
yeah, she's kind of
I mean,
asymmetrical. And that the white blacks are really doing the fight, right? The whites are just trying to live their life, man. They're not out here robbing black people and killing black people. Like that shit ain't happening.
that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about something like they come back. They decide to, let's say a white victim, like a white woman gets attacked or something like that in a certain area. You telling me they wouldn't? Maybe some white people will squat up, patrol that area, and then try to find the person who actually harmed her, and then beat that
Right,
one that
right.
person.
I
No,
think it would be,
no one needs to do that though. The police will do that job.
yeah, I think it would be more indiscriminate, like the guy in Buffalo. Like if you remember, he was going to go to a black area. He's selling on a black grocery store, but he was going to go into a black neighborhood or something. I can't remember exactly where he was going to go.
That's another thing. They just go, yeah. How do you know that some people won't get emboldened to do vigilante justice, and all of a sudden they just start shooting random black areas?
Yeah, I could see that.
Hell, John, you're in DC. How you know somebody might not pull up to your hood just getting mad because they saw something on the news?
But it very well could be the case.
Hey, John, you remember the DC snipers, man?
Yeah, DC sniper. Yeah,
I was living in DC at that time, man. Wasn't that shit kind of racially motivated a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because the guy, I think ultimately he was after his girlfriend. But again, these guys oftentimes have the government intertwined with their relationship, so they're mad at the government, which means they're, partially mad at white people, and
exactly.
So that's
what I'm saying. You really don't think stuff like that won't start popping up in the news all of a sudden, especially with this?
Right, Garen.
I think shit. I mean, individuals would do anything. Dylan Roof wrote a whole manifesto, and as I said earlier, a while back, Dylan Roof was triggered by Trayvon. You know what I mean? The media lying about Trayvon. And I knew all about it just as well. I just didn't go shoot anyone. Dylan Roof was younger than me. Throw it all away. But it was the lies that really got to Dylan Roof. Yesterday, we was watching some media reports about what happened in Minnesota. The first media report said the boy was black, African American. The next media report let it out the bag, said he was Somali. I said from day one he was Somali, right? I said the odds of that kid was black, slim to none. And so this is how the media clearly has kind of, charged up these blacks to be interested in an issue that doesn't even involve them. And that is kind of the way that they are used and manipulated to, some bigger agenda here, in my opinion.
Man, a lot of people are gonna fucking die.
DJ, thank you for sharing that story with me. That I'm not going to say it helped, but thanks for sharing that. I'm a little over.
I'm not trying to advocate for any type of outright. It's not. I'm not saying it's a good thing to be just outright racist against people based on just because of the color of their skin. But I'm just saying that you judge people on what they give to you. If people show you a certain thing, then that's what you take it as. You don't have to prove yourself to anybody. You know what you are. It doesn't matter what a bunch of people are saying about you. We all see that it's bullshit. I mean, it's bullshit. So who gives a fuck? Fuck them.
Well, I'm starting to back off these streams less and less because it does eat at me. Kind of eats at my spirit a little bit, and that that's not good.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't.
I'm not coming as often. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and that's a shame. It's a shame that has to happen because you should just be able to. I mean, it's a shame that is making you not want to come. Why can't you still come and just say, you know what, fuck you to those people, and just say, you know what, say what you want about me. I don't give a shit. Like,
it's to that point. I'll be honest, it's to that point.
Yeah, and then just keep it there, and you can mess with who you want to mess with, and otherwise,
I guess for me, I don't get it. I don't get that hatred. I didn't expect it in this room.
Hey, I didn't used to get it either. I didn't used to either. I felt the same way. I didn't, honestly, I was exactly the same way until I did get it.
Yeah, I think you have to combat it in ways that you don't have to use the N-word. I'm not even sure.
Yeah, I'm not saying you should do that either. Yeah, you should.
John,
Don't do
you guys,
that.
here's the thing. I